gaming podcast for gamers by gamers.
And join us as we discover new trends and classic retro games.
We'll also be talking about the latest gadgets and we'll be bringing you the hottest tech news.
Now, why are we bringing you NoobTube? Because we understand that not everybody is a gamer. What is a noob anyway?
A noob is a newbie, a beginner.
Do you know how that word was, how it came about?
Well, I don't know the etymology of it, but yeah, newbie, and it's most popularly used in games when like people try to trash talk other beginners, so they call them noobs. Sometimes it's spelled with 2 zeros.
Yeah, and I understand that, you know, a lot of people aren't gamers, so we're here to explain these type of games to them.
Basically, every time you start a new game, everyone starts as noobs.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. And there are a lot of people out there who want to know the types of games that we're going to be reviewing or that we're going to be talking about. So
what kind of segments will we be discussing?
Well, for example, there's going to be alternative gaming and retro gaming, which I'm going to be doing. Alternative gaming is board games, retro gaming are games that are probably circa 1970s to 1990s.
Hang on, board games mean like, for the people out there, is that like Monopoly or...
Yeah, Snakes and Ladders and all that.
My favorite.
Actually, the alternative board games we're talking about are the ones that are being sold in shops now, like the long-term playing games, Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder,
the cooler board games.
The cool board games, Pandemic, you know, these board games that people aren't really aware of.
Right.
Yeah.
And not just that, we will be doing app reviews, interviews with guild leaders, and some game lingo in case you don't know any.
App reviews? Like, what kind of app reviews? Games or
basically free apps?
Okay.
Whatever we get our hands on, we'll be bringing back.
Yeah. Well, any apps for iPhone, Android.
Alright, that's cool.
We'll also have the latest tech news, of course, as being mentioned earlier. And we're going to have our hands on some of the best gadgets. I hope that's not too overpromised. But we will have some great gadgets for you guys to see. We'll be unboxing them, reviewing them. You guys stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be a little bit different because I'm not sure if I've heard a lot of girls review these things.
Yeah. I know.
I don't think there are a lot of girl gamers in general.
I think that's why we're here.
What do you guys think
about
other girl gaming? But
girl gaming in general, there is a debate going on right now about how girls are actually gamers or posers, and that's something that we can discuss later on. We do have two guys in the show with us because, like we said, we're not experts. Gelo and Mikey, who are actual experts in these. Really, what is our expertise? What is our expertise? I heard you're into...
I like first-person shooters. I also like MOBA type games, which is mass online battle arena type of games, like on Dota, LOL, stuff like that.
I heard that you're actually really competitive.
Yes, I can be.
How bad can it get?
Like, once I start a game, I have to be the best. Well, I try to be the best. So I usually pick games where I don't lose, like where I can just play anytime I want. It's not a level up kind of game. So I never feel behind.
You get like coffee with other beers.
No, I mean if someone's trash talking me, I'll trash talk them.
Nice. like what? Like what will you say?
You don't swear at them, do you? Or you?
It depends. It depends.
If they swear at you, you're so up to swear back.
I try to keep it classy.
Okay, keep it classy, keep it classy. I heard that your type of games are the long hours.
Yes. I love playing RPGs. Those are the kind of games that really immerse you in the story and make you pretend you're like a soldier, a witch, or a pirate. Those are kind of games I like. And they about like, the average is you do them for like maybe 30 hours, maybe 80 or more, depending on how much of a geek you are, I guess.
And how much in a day? How many hours a day do you spend?
Oh man, well I also have a day job, so
it's like I could just spend maybe 2 hours in a game.
Yeah, maybe 4 hours, 2 to 4 a day is enough, decent, I guess. And how about you? You've got the most interesting crop of games you play. I know you play tabletop. Yeah, because I don't hear a lot of people play that thing.
Well, yeah.
I heard you play cosplay.
Yeah, I've cosplayed once. I've only cosplayed once.
That's what?
As Harley Quinn from Batman Arkham Asylum, which you'll really just know if you play the game because she's not in any cartoons or in any movies. So yeah, those are the types of games that that you play, and I'm actually going to be reviewing games that are what you said, tabletop and retro games, because I enjoy games that were made before, and there are actually games now that are being developed that are similar to the games before in terms of gameplay. So I'll be reviewing that right now. Check it out. Resonance uses classic point-and-click gameplay in this wonderfully weaved story revolving around 4 main characters: Ed, Anna, Detective Bennett, and Ray. Initially, you play each character separately, finding out their backstory, until they eventually all come together into one party. Then, you have the option to choose who leads the party, depending on what's needed in the situation. In fact, sometimes, you even need more than one character to do the task. Having played point-and-click games before made things fairly simple. You pick up objects, go to places through the map, talk to people, blah blah blah, the usual. Okay, that's a bit of a lie. There are puzzles that are difficult, and I wouldn't have figured it out without a walkthrough. On a more serious note though, what struck me most about this game was the narrative. You encounter some strange stages, bump into equally strange characters, and run into some serious twists and turns in the plot.
Hey guys, welcome back to NoobTube. So that was Aryn's take on Resonance. Good job, Aryn.
I know.
So now that the PS4 is out and the Xbox One, what kind of games are you two looking forward to?
Oh, man, I'm definitely really excited for Watch Dogs. It's coming out this summer, I think. And also, there's huge buzz on Titanfall right now. How about you? What are you excited for?
Definitely the new Final Fantasy game. I always look forward to those, and the new Tekken, because there's always a Tekken on the PlayStation.
Yeah. How many Tekkens are out there?
6.
6. This is 6 ones.
Yeah.
Already?
No, the 7th.
There's 6.
There's probably gonna be a 7th.
Are you not asking me what I'm excited about?
What are you?
No, never mind. I thought we were friends. It's okay.
No,
Go ahead.
Come on.
It's fine.
Oh.
No, it's fine.
Okay then.
So,
No, what is? What?
Okay, tell us.
No, because you guys are excited about the Xbox and the PS3.
Yeah.
I'm actually more of a PC gamer, so I'm excited for this game coming out in April called Child of Light, which is a classic RPG with turn-based combat made by Ubisoft Montreal. So
That's
it's
a long one.
yeah, it is. It's going to be like you like RPGs.
Right,
so.
right. Not turn-based.
Turn-based.
Like
Chrono
strategy.
Trigger, yeah,
Okay.
Secret of Mana, and things. So I'm really excited for that.
Awesome.
That's the only game you're excited about?
I'm excited for a game, like, if you put more effort into being excited for one game, then you get really pumped up for it, as opposed to splitting the excitement amongst different games. That's standard.
We have our resident know-it-all, Mikey. He's gonna be doing a review on the new Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls.
You got this, girl.
I know, so Mikey, please take it down.
It's been almost 2 years since the release of Blizzard's iconic hack and slash, and my gosh, have things happened. Its controversial and polarizing auction houses, which allowed players to deck themselves with either virtual gold or real-world coin, and the eventual decision to remove it, the buffs, the nerfs, the new features galore in every patch. All of these are facets of a very shiny and polished gem. Seriously, as much flack as it's gotten, Diablo 3 is still the slickest action RPG out there. So Blizzard being Blizzard, the company that still updates its 10-year-old games, announced the first expansion for Diablo 3 called Reaper of Souls, and I could not be more excited. Leading off the expansion is patch 2.0 released last February 26th, which introduced 3 major features that will carry over into Reaper of Souls. Paragon 2.0, a reimagining of the endgame levels which give characters additional bonuses after reaching max level. Clans and Communities, which gives players the guild feature they've been wanting since Diablo 2. And in my opinion, the best new feature, Loot 2.0, a complete overhaul of how and what shinies drop, which makes loot hoarding fun now that the auction houses are going away.
And that was NoobTube's review of Diablo 3 by Mr. Know-It-All, Mikey. who, sorry, is an expert reviewer.
Yeah, and we're just noobs.
Yeah, we're just
Damn.
noobs. We just read reviews. We don't do reviews.
That's why he is Mr. Know-It-All.
Why do we do reviews? Why are there
Girl, we need reviews.
Yeah, well, have you ever bought a game off of a good review just because it was good?
reviews? Well, GTA 5 just got so much hype for it.
I mean, did you watch Conan's review? on
That was-
GTA?
I love Conan's review.
I know.
But then I love Conan, so
Yeah.
anything he says is just beautiful.
Well, does it make you buy good reviews, or you just like take it with a grain of salt and like you still buy it even though
It really depends on the game, I think. Like, if, let's say, it's a sequel, and I like the first one, I don't do reviews anymore. But if it's a brand new game, like, fresh off the boat, like, I need to know what's up before
Yeah.
I buy this game.
But sometimes, I don't know, I disagree because there are some, like for example, on GameSpot, I was looking at this game, I was playing at PSP and they reviewed Wild Arms XF really badly.
What's it about? What's that?
Tactical. Tactical kind of like FF Tactics and Metal Gear Tactics. So they reviewed it really badly because the voice acting was bad, but I laughed the whole time, just so much fun. So.
See, what really gets me on is the hype. Like, the reviews come really close to the release of the game, but long before that, like, if fans are really just excited about it, keep on talking about it, and that's what makes me want to buy it instead of the review actually.
So it's more of people reviewing it rather than one person.
Yeah, but are people hyping it up?
Right. So guys, we're gonna pick Nikki's brain on Titanfall. Let's check it out.
Stand by for Titanfall. The heavy metal combat is on, courtesy of the lucky beta players for Titanfall. It has answered several key questions I had during the wait, like, is the playing field level between ground soldiers and mechs? Could the Sons of Respawn Entertainment deliver an awesome debut? Will I last in this arena? The answers to which are yes, yes, and goddammit no. The action is fast. You hit the ground running trying to rack up as many kills as you can because this speeds up the time your Titan is made available. Soldiers are equipped with the usual guns and grenades loadout, but Titanfall adds a little kitsch in the form of a wall hook. A nifty gadget that lets you cling on walls and shower fresh lead on unknowing enemies below. Another cool feature is the inclusion of parkour abilities, which is really more game-changing than it appears to be. Mantling, double jumping, and wall running prevents combat from happening entirely on the ground. This gives the FPS a fresher dynamic than the military shooters we're used to. Just when your heart is in your throat, Titans finally descend from the heavens. And this is when the fun starts. Other interesting Titanfall news. Someone is actually attempting a Guinness World Record for the longest video game marathon playing an FPS. And that someone is Robert Paz.
Sandwich make me strong!
He's going to attempt the arduous journey on behalf of all nerdkind on March 11th. Check out the link below for more information. This has been Nikki. For more news on Titanfall and other cool stuff, stay tuned to NoobTube.
And that was Nikki's brain.
Yeah, of Titan. That was interesting. PC game. You can't bring your PC everywhere.
I
It
know,
kinda
but
sucks.
it's so nice now that everything's mobile. So are games.
Yeah, there's so
Every
many
apps
games.
and apps now. What have you been playing? App games.
Snake rotation, the 30 to 10. That was my favorite. Snake.
Classic?
That's how it is that I have flashlight
Oh
phones.
no, but you know they still have Snake now, but it's now all colored, but it's still the same mechanics.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it the same? Like you can go out one screen and then come out?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Well, classic games like that. You know what? Classic games are actually being revived on smartphones. Like there's Chrono Trigger, there's Secret of Mana for the iOS, and other games.
Yeah,
are
there
coming out.
are emulators now everywhere. For PC, for phones.
Emulators for everything.
Yeah.
SNES.
What I like about apps is that you can play it anywhere. Like you can play it while at work.
Now I know.
Not work and play.
Yeah.
Great.
During meetings,
On the go, pretty
you
much.
know, playing things like. Wait, what was your favorite app? I mean, so far there's so many game apps now. Draw something.
Oh no, I didn't think that. I didn't have that time. Don't think it was out on Android.
Draw something.
What was it? I just remember everyone having it, and then I didn't have it.
I don't.
And then I got so jealous. So sorry.
The
Did you
hipsters
play it?
games. Of course.
Oh.
Very mainstream. Play Draw Something, Words with Friends, all that stuff.
Candy Crush.
I have Flappy Bird. I don't have Flappy Bird. I deleted it. Now I can't get it back.
Oh, you know about Dog, right? The
what?
Dog.
Yeah.
There's Flappy Dog now.
Yes, I
Lab
have
to get
Flappy
back.
So many versions of the Flappy Bird thing ever since it got taken down. You should download it. You love Dog.
Is it free?
You love Dog.
Yeah.
You love Dog.
You love Dog.
The Shiba Inu.
Yeah, I know.
What? So he's an animal that what happens in a game? Dog.
Exactly like Flappy Bird.
It's like Flappy Bird, right?
Yeah, sure. But I like, other animals like unicorns.
Ooh, we should make a Flappy Bird.
What? Yeah, I played that game. After talking about all these mobile apps from way back when, for example, Snake and other such apps, Temple Run, we're going to be hearing more about these mobile apps from Pathra in this mobile app segment. Check it out.
As you can see, RUA 2 is a sequel from RUA, Robot Unicorn Attack, also made by Adult Swim. People just couldn't get enough of them rainbows and unicorns, so they had to make a sequel. This game is highly addicting, I must warn you now. It only requires 2 buttons. Tapping on the left screen makes your unicorn jump, and tapping on the right side allows you to dash. You basically have to jump from platform to platform, get as much of those blue teardrop looking things and fairies, dash through stars or giants when they approach you, and just try not to die. But if you do die, you have 3 wishes, just because unicorns never die. The second app I will be showing you is called Only One. I recently found this app and I'm so glad I found it too. I love its 8-bit style. I really like how 8-bit games are making a comeback. In this game, you are a man character who has to grab hold of a sword. And the point of this game is to basically be the only one. You have to kill all the creatures and enemies and make sure you are the only one left standing. The third app is Pyro Jump. This fairly new app must be tried by all. It involves you controlling a tiny flame who is pretty much obsessed over a paper princess. You know this by watching a quick animated short at the beginning. He wants to show her his burning love for her by setting her on fire at the end of every level. In this game, you need accuracy, not only for staying alive, but especially if your goal is to collect all the floating flames as you jump from wheel to wheel. The more flames you collect, the more stars you obtain for your ranking when you finish a level. So there you have it, 3 free apps right there waiting for you to try them out. Robot Unicorn Attack 2, Only One, and Pyro Jump. So what are you waiting for? Get those fingers working.
So that was NoobTube's view on that app. Now we'd like to talk about something hard. Hard games. I'm talking about hard games.
Oh yeah.
Don't you like it hard?
Oh,
I mean,
the
game.
Sometimes.
What difficult games have you played? Like the hands down most difficult.
I think it would have to be really old games, like with the term Nintendo hard. You know what that means.
But you
right?
can't save. That's.
Oh yeah.
But
You
you-
can't save.
Yeah, there's so many old games that are really, really tough.
Yeah.
Probably because you're so young when you're playing it. It's
There's
like
like
tough.
only
What's your hardest game?
Oh man, insanity versions of any game. Those are really tough to get through. But
Insanity version.
yeah, there are levels to a game that you can choose normal or easy or difficult.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
insanity, which I almost never touch because I just fuck this shit.
Yeah,
get really mad.
I can't play that. I can't.
I know.
What did you mean by Nintendo hard? Sorry, I think I interrupted you there.
no, it's okay. So basically, like those old school Nintendo games where they only have like 8 stages or 10 stages, and they're really hard because there's only 8 stages. So it gives people the time to try and defeat these stages instead of like having a really long game that's easy.
Right. So it's really quality for quantity. I'm curious about difficult tabletop games. Like how could you up Difficulty.
Tabletop games, wow, they get difficult just because there's so many rules. I mean, yeah, I keep talking about Pathfinder. To be a dungeon master, you have to read a book this thick.
Oh my god. It's so cool that I got Dungeon Master. I like that.
And their dice slip for everything.
Have you read that dice?
I've read until page 4. And I think I
That's how we do it, noobs right there.
Yeah, exactly. The noobs read until page 4, and that's me. So,
I love it.
I know.
So our next segment is F that shit. And that's dedicated to games where it's just so hard to reach the next level. So to those games, we say, F that shit!
Sup guys, welcome to F This Shit. My name is Gelo and I'm gonna be playing I Wanna Be the Guy, Gaiden. I'm not gonna be playing this in hard because I kinda suck at games. I'm kind of a pussy. Okay, this game is supposed to be hard and I'm dead. Fuck. 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 Not today, motherfucker. Boom, level 1, bitch. Please save your fucking games, man. God, these fucking barrels, fuck. Lol, Metal Gear. Barrels. Fuck this monkey up, bitch. Nope. I'm gonna go fucking cheat this shit. Fucking die, monkey! Oh my god, finally. Okay, I am done. If you want to download this game, be sure to follow this link. Once again, this has been Gelo, and this is F This Shit. Back to you, pretty ladies.
I'm so sorry that you had to go through that, Jella. I mean, it's all frustrating to play that game.
Well, you know what they say about hard things.
What do they say?
I mean, hard games.
Hard things now. Oh my god,
We can be better character, that's what.
Oh,
anyway,
So guys, we have to end the show.
Boo.
I know.
I hate that we're ending the show.
Thanks so much though for watching. I know it's the first episode beta version, but
Yeah.
If you want to ask us questions or follow us, you can follow us on Twitter at NoobTube.
Yeah, you can send in your questions about anything you want. Games, gadgets, things you want us to review. Just send it. Yeah, what? Support. Yeah, at NoobTube, or you can follow us in our individual accounts. Aryn Cristobal.
Patrick Katniss.
Tasma Jane. And you can also watch more fun stuff, get full reviews over at our home channel. Home channel. Yeah,
It's our home
channel. ExtraRice.tv. There are a lot more fun stuff there, so please, guys, go.
So guys, see us next week. This is NoobTube.
What's your game?